Welcome to the Math Show with Mr. DeClerico. So, how did we get coffee? Well, legend has it that a long time ago, some Ethiopian goat herders took note of the fact that their goats were especially wired one day, to the point where they couldn't sleep at night. They discovered that the goats were eating these red cherry-like things that had these little seeds inside them. And they were like, let's cultivate this stuff. Later on, folks discovered that if you roast these seeds at over 500 degrees Fahrenheit and brew them with this thing, not you, this thing, then you make a really tasty beverage that the Dutch first called coffee. A fact that will surprise no one is that the caffeinating powers of coffee and the production of mathematics research have gone hand in hand over the years. This was perhaps best exemplified by the coffee consumption habits of two 20th century Hungarian mathematicians. Alfred Rényi, sorry, probably butchered that one, once said, "A mathematician is a machine for turning coffee into theorems." And perhaps no one in history better exemplified this quote than Paul Erdős, who purportedly worked on solving problems for up to 19 hours a day, sustained by an otherworldly number of espresso shots. This is not necessarily life goals. Let's look at coffee consumption worldwide by the numbers. There are about 91 milligrams of caffeine in an 8-ounce cup of coffee. Daily, the world drinks 2.25 billion cups of coffee. That means that the human race consumes a low estimate of 205 billion milligrams of caffeine each day. To put that into perspective, if you tried to say gullible that many times, you'd probably be saying gullible for the rest of your life. Okay, so this is admittedly a hot take. But don't worry, it's just a take. It can't hurt you. A lot of stuff passes for coffee these days. Sometimes we see a brown beverage in a ceramic cup and think, that's obviously coffee. But these newfangled to-go cups disguise within their opaque paper walls some things that may not actually be legit coffee, like, I don't know, some things these guys might sell. So is there a rule for determining when you can technically call a beverage coffee and when you can't? I would like to propose there is, and I'd like to call it DeClerico's coffee postulate. It goes like this. Let n be the number of words in a beverage that contains coffee. Excluding alternative milks, vegans I got you, if n is greater than 3, the beverage cannot be called a coffee. For example, a flat white can be called a coffee. If you get a flat white, you're getting a coffee. Duh. However, if you get a mocha frappe with 2 pumps of caramel and rainbow sprinkles, you can't call that coffee. It is not allowed. By the postulate. Thanks for watching The Math Show with Mr. DeClerico. Be sure to click subscribe, hit the like button, and all that good stuff.